Hi Scorpio, welcome to your May general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Scorpio. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind, to only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who needs to hear this message. Hi cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Scorpio. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Scorpio and cross watchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, Scorpio, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl to do a mini meditation to clear and set the energy before I pull the cards, but if you just want to jump right on into the card pull to see what the cards have to say, check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect with your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times, and during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you may have in regards to your love life, and if there is a certain someone, start thinking about them, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Scorpio. Well, I don't know if you guys heard, but I have like a whole altar set up here, and I have like cards that I use for myself that I put up on my altar, and one of them fell off. And so when I heard that, in my mind, I heard like Spirit saying like, why did we fall off, or how did we fall off? So I feel like someone feels like they have a falling out with you, and maybe even the season of fall was something where you last spoke to this person or last saw this person, or they could have a fall birthday. So yeah, this feels like someone that you haven't spoken to in some time that is still connected to your energy, and someone here, whether it's you or this other person, doesn't know where it went wrong. Like maybe there was ghosting that happened, or all of a sudden they just like decided to call things off and you never understood why. I wonder if you're going to get that answer soon, or something as like a sign through a tarot reading or through, your own meditations. You're going to pick up on a lot of filling in the pieces that this person couldn't do for you. And then I saw a wishbone. So that's about making a wish in American tradition, at least around Thanksgiving. We have this thing, not everyone does it obviously, but like you and this other person rip apart the wishbone, and whoever has, the most of the wishbone gets their wish come true. So I wonder if there's been someone that's been wishing for either like a sign or clarity or a message, or for you in general, Scorpio. And the letter W is sticking out to me, as in Whitney, as in Wyatt, first, middle, last initial could mean something to someone. But yeah, I just feel like someone wants and needs to know like the answers, I guess, to move forward, to have closure, or to better understand the situation. Now, my question here that I hope to get in the cards is this person finally going to get the courage to say it to you, or is this just something they really want to do but don't really have the guts doing yet? Let's go ahead and see. All right, Scorpio. So for this reading, I am tuning into an energy in or around your psychic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now in this moment, whether you are single or taken, whether you are currently in a connection or in a separation with this energy that is coming through. Let's see why they're coming through and what this means for you guys for the month of May. So tell me about this energy for Scorpio. Ooh, okay. We have unrequited love. And it says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So this was a situation of unrequited love, or someone just feels like they didn't care enough. They didn't care enough about my feelings or me. That's how I feel this is hurting the most, especially because this person was very flirtatious, or at first very much the ones that were initiating the romantic situation, that was like at first like texting you, maybe even kind of like love bombing you, just saying a lot of things that you wouldn't say if you would think that you wouldn't mean it, but then all of a sudden it went kind of cold. And I wonder if someone feels a little bit used here. But, you know, Scorpio, I gotta say, like, this could be someone that, because of how they chose to end things or how things ended between the two of you, they may feel like you would just be uninterested if they were to reach out, that you wouldn't really, their fear would be that you wouldn't really care, that you would reject them, that's why they're keeping their distance. Wow, okay. They're afraid you've already like fallen out of love with them, or just the chemistry has died out based off of what they repeated to do, what they didn't want to do, what, I don't know. Tell me more. I'm almost feeling Libra energy with this card very strongly. So you could have strong Libra in your chart. You could be dealing with the Libra. It does not have to be the case. Tell me more about this energy that's connected to Scorpio's energy right now. Stability. This relationship can stand the test of time. Interesting. You know, more than kind of reading this verbatim, which if that is your message, great. I feel more so it's like someone chases or runs away when things start to get too serious. When there's something that starts to hit them very hard, whether that's their feelings, whether that's the overwhelming of a next step that they know they should take if they get to a certain level with you, that's what made them pull away, because they weren't, I don't know, for some reason with this series in the fixed signs, I'm seeing a lot of commitment issues. And so maybe the part of the reason why you're still on the back of their mind, why their energy is still attached to your Scorpio, is because they knew they could have had something with you that would have stood the test of time. You would have been the person that would have been there for them, that really, I don't know, this is so weird, but hey, it could be confirmation for someone. I'm seeing like a retainer on someone's side of the bed, where they have to wear like a retainer at night to sleep. That could be quite true, or is something like you've seen parts of them or know parts of them, or they revealed parts of themselves to you that they try to keep hidden, whether it's for their own ego, their own pride, but you've seen little openings of their vulnerability. And I think they're really afraid of getting too close to anyone, Scorpio. And when they felt they were about to get in that territory with you, that's when they collapsed, or that's when they sabotaged the connection here. And I think from the result of that, they thought that was the easy way out. But really now they're kind of left with wondering what could have happened with you. I'm seeing a notebook, you know, ones with like the metal spine. So someone could be a writer, or someone has to take notes for their job, or has been journaling about you, or you've been journaling about this experience, Scorpio. What are the emotions around this for Scorpio? Love. Platonic, devoted, affectionate, tender. They'll always have love for you. They'll always care about you in their own way, in the way that they, you know, can't convey, that they can't show. I think they feel bad about what happened between the two of you. I think they feel bad for not being able to take care of this the way they should have. And I think this is something that they're always going to regret when they think of you, Scorpio. There's something about someone's mother, whether they're close to their mother or they lost their mother a very long time ago, or even, I even feel for some of you guys, like this year. I do want to say that someone's mother is their spirit guide. Someone's mother's energy is very much with them right now, wanting to try to help heal what was left broken. Wow. Yeah, and I'm hearing humming. Someone could always like hum to themselves. It's like a habit, or someone has a really pretty singing voice, or um, there's a certain tune that someone always likes to hum. Wow, okay. Let's go ahead and get into the tarot because this is deep. I'm kind of like tearing up. I feel really emotional right now. It's almost like I'm hearing that song, If You Love Him, Let Him Go. And I feel like that's how they view this situation with you, Scorpio. They almost feel like there's nothing they can do to fix it. There's nothing that they could do to resolve it. And they knew or know that you deserve better than what they can give. Wow, okay. So with the tarot, I'm going to ask how they feel about you right now. What do they think of you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connection they have with you currently, and what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you, Scorpio? What are they really hoping is going to happen and unfold between the two of you? And what are they afraid of? Wow, yeah. Yeah. We have the devil here, so there is definitely lower vibrational patterns, tendencies that kept them from being their higher selves. But yeah, we'll get into that in a second. Let me get all the cards out first, and then we'll do a deep dive. I'm even seeing addictions that could have been involved, whether that was alcohol, drugs, sex. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords, Gemini energy. There are two nines here. Your birthday could be November 9th, November 19th, or October 29th. I'm also seeing two eights, as in November 8th, November 18th, or October 28th. Or you could be seeing those signs quite a bit right now, or you could be life path 8, life path 9s. Anyway, yeah, they've been thinking about you a lot recently. There's been things that they replay over in their mind that they wish they could have done differently, that they're feeling really bad about, guilty for. It keeps them up at night sometimes, thinking about what happened between the two of you. And there's a lot of guilt or shame around the way they handled this, the way that they made you feel, the way that, I don't know, you're kind of haunting them right now, Scorpio. And I'm seeing someone that's currently experiencing sleeping issues, maybe even insomnia, maybe even a bit of nightmares that someone's always had problems with. But with this Nine of Swords, this is why you're feeling their energy, or why they feel so connected into your reading right now, is because lately they've been thinking about you a lot. They can't stop, almost, with the Devil card here, which we'll get into. Someone could be seeing a black cat, or has been seeing black cats a lot. And, you know, traditionally black cats, I guess, is what we say in society, a totem of bad luck. But I always find that to be, black cat energy for me is more so either very deep, powerful, magical energy, or even someone that marches to the beat of their own drum. So they may have been noticing or seeing that you're finally moving on, that you've kind of empowered yourself in that way of what would usually destroy a lot of people. You've kind of been able to rebuild yourself and bounce back from it. And they haven't been able to do the same. There's someone that likes to have a humidifier in their bedroom as well. Anyway, I'm also seeing an inhaler. Someone could have asthma, but that could just be anxious energy that's going on here with this person. How they feel about you right now is the Eight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. So they may be hearing about this or seeing it on your social media, but you have been doing the work. You have been someone that has been progressively moving forward, not looking back. Some of you guys are focused on your careers or focused about doing something with a project, something that you feel very dedicated and serious about. You, especially those of you that post it on social media, they've been following your journey and story, which is really interesting. Now, with unrequited love, stability, and the Eight of Pentacles, there are times and moments where they think about you and think what it would be like to try to step in and to show that they care, to show that they are ready for the work that they should have done when they had the chance. But there's also this wonder if it would only be one-sided at this point, which I don't think they blame you for. They don't know if they feel like they could do enough to make this right or to make it work, which is part of the reason why I feel, Scorpio, they hold back from you. You could have also met at your job, at your work, where you work with this person perhaps, or used to. What they think about you in this connection right now is the Nine of Wands, Sagittarius energy. I'm feeling very strong Sagittarius moon energy, very specific, I know, but anyway. I feel with this that, yeah, they think you're defensive. They think that they put you through a lot. They think that what you guys have been through together, their whole journey of it all, is something that has been very rough for the two of you. No one was left unscathed, Scorpio, even if at first they tried to make it look that way, that they didn't care. Trust me, they're hurting right now more than you are. They're hurting right now like you were months ago or when this first happened. And I'm feeling like a chip on their shoulder almost, or someone feels like there is someone here that has a chip on their shoulder, probably reasonably so, right? Someone could also have like a shoulder tattoo or a birthmark on their shoulder. But yeah, I feel with this, they think the guard is up and that it would take a long time for you to even open up, for you to even trust. But if they are witnessing, your come up, your comeback through social media, or even hearing about it through acquaintances, they think you're a strong person. You're a fighter. And that's something that out of far they do admire about you. Now, what they like the most about you is the Devil card. Someone could have Capricorn moon or a Capricorn rising. Doesn't have to be the case. I feel what they like the most about the connection between the two of you is what fed their ego, is what kind of made them feel special or made them feel wanted or made them feel loved, but not in a high vibrational way, in a very hungry, ego-based way. And maybe even some of you guys, I'm hearing something about college. You may have met in college or other places called university. And maybe there was a lot of partying around at the time, and maybe for a while you'd drink with them or you'd party with them, and then it was kind of like you evolved, you woke up, and you wanted to move forward while they wanted to stay stuck. And I feel like with the Devil energy here, definitely they find you to be very sexy, very hot. Those are the two words that they would use to describe you to anyone. And with Devil energy too, you are very, very good in bed. Okay? You know it, Scorpio. But yeah, I think this is the part of them that wants to hold on because of how you made them feel or what you let them kind of get away with for some time. I do feel like they had a moment of being toxic, and I think you guys weren't aware of the toxic tendencies at the time, or you weren't aware of what certain behaviors meant, and they were able to kind of do what they wanted when they were with you. But now that they don't have you, or now that they're realizing all that was lost or what they could have had with you, it's like they're now starting to obsess over what they can't have. I would say there's definitely some sort of spying on you, whether that's through social media or even asking people about you, what you're up to, what you're doing. They're definitely taking tabs. They're trying to do it in a secretive way. What they don't like about you is Queen of Wands energy, Aries energy. Yeah, they know they're easily replaceable because anyone would get, in line for you. You are someone that is a strong-willed person, has confidence, has character, can flaunt what they got. And I think maybe they've kind of felt like you moved on pretty quickly, that you started to date other people, that you are able to attract more happiness into your life. And a part of them feels a little bit jealous about that. Part of them feels a little bit resentful about that. There's a lot they still need to figure out, because I almost feel if they are, feeling guilty and ashamed, they should focus more on that than how you're moving forward. But maybe that's harder work for them to do, and they would rather kind of just find reasons why to still be resentful or angry or mad, instead of digging into the real reasons as to why they weren't able to be the person you needed them to be. But yeah, with this Queen of Wands energy, they feel like you replaced them pretty quickly, that even though it was devastating at first, you're not showing them. You're not showing them that you cried a tear over them. You're not showing them that they hurt you in such a way that still impacts you to this day. You are strong. And putting that strong face up is making them feel a little bit like what you two had maybe wasn't as impactful for you as it was for them. What they like the most about this connection is the Seven of Pentacles, Taurus energy. I mean, that they didn't have to, at the time, I guess, commit to anything, that it could be taken slow, that you two were what they thought, maybe, whether this is true or not, it's their own perspective, that you guys were on the same page of just being friends, but something more, or just hanging out and hooking up. And they do miss spending time with you guys, where you guys were just chilling at each other's houses, watching movies, watching Netflix, ordering Uber Eats, DoorDash, and just, being with each other. But what they don't like about this connection is the Page of Pentacles. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So, when I picked up this card, my gut instinct kind of told me, it's like, you want me to do more I can't do anymore. Like, that may have been something they've said to you, or like an excuse, like, you always want more and I don't know what to give you. But I think you viewed it as they didn't even try. With this Page of Pentacles, you didn't even try to find a way to fix this. You didn't try to make me feel loved or safe in this connection here. And Scorpio, I think deep down they feel like there's a lack that they can give, that what you're looking for to give is something that they can't. It's like, how can I give you a full cup when mine's empty? That's how I feel deep down. They see it, their higher selves see it, but their ego protects them from that, because it's too painful for them to fully admit it, that they didn't do enough, that they didn't care enough, or didn't show you enough. Now they're wishing they could. Highest hopes is the Eight of Cups. Pisces energy. At this point, they're hoping that they can continue to try to emotionally detach from you, emotionally detach from the memories of you, their feelings for you. They're hoping that they can slowly but surely keep each step, day after day, to practice to stop thinking about you, to try to mute you, block you. I'm almost seeing like a block and unblock type of situation here that someone may be in a habit of and you find very interesting, but it's because they're having a hard time letting you go. And so I really do feel, because of all this, because what they are looking at to be unrealistic now or unrequited love now between the two of you, they're hoping that they can just fully walk away from this with no emotional strings attached. Deepest fears is the Fool card. Aries energy, Aquarius energy. You know, quite literally that they acted like a fool, honestly. In this position here, they messed up big time. They were careless. They were reckless. They were immature, and they made decisions that were impulsive, that didn't help them in the long run. And others of you, if that's not so much the case, then it's definitely the fact that you completely moved on in this new chapter of your life, that you have a lot going on for yourself, that you may be moving, you may be changing jobs, you may be just on a spiritual journey of becoming a completely different person. And they can't catch up to that. They'll never catch up to the speed of where you're going. And all they can do is sit back and watch and look at the person that they could have had it all with. But let their ego, let their pride, let their fear get the better of them. That's their deepest fear, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. To see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to the end of the month, you need to be aware of, know about. We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. Are they going to reach out? Are they going to still just watch you from afar? Let's go ahead and see. And I don't have to censor these cards on Vimeo. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where we depart, Scorpio, I really hope that this reading resonated with you. I hope it gave you the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance that you were going through, that maybe you still need answers on in regards to this specific situation in your love life. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Scorpio, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Scorpio.